All right, here we go. Hometown heroes. We got these old micro machines out here tonight. The wingless micros, that is. They're linear and big track. I mean, we talked about this last week too, Corey. It's big track for these little cars. They look so tiny on this track.
Yeah, I mean, it is a big track. It's kind of like an Eldora compared to anywhere else that you typically see one of these cars run at. They're standard for a quarter mile or under style of track, and this is a 3/8 of a mile.
All right, we're getting set here to go green. Gonna be a good one so far. Actually, we're going to qualify. Change the format up here on Hometown Heroes. You know, be still draw heat races. Feature now we got qualifying. Feature.
Oh, and Kevin Fry already having trouble here in qualifying on his out lap.
He dominated last week.
He'll get a second shot here, see if he can't get it through turn 3 without hitting a wall. There he is. He looks a lot smoother this time around on second shot at it. Gonna come to the line, pick up that green flag for lap number 1 of 2 in qualifying. Try not to brush the wall, pick up a 0x, disallow your lap time. Looking pretty good so far. Coming out of turn 4, what kind of lap time is he gonna hit? 15.629.
Time up there. Templeton knows the man, putting on top with a 15:40. Clarence 44. Here's when Odell back in third with a 53. So never mind. Kevin Fry said, "You know what? Oh, my gasoline." And then Morano says, "Forget about it." He just blows them out the water. Good night.
Yeah, it looks like Morano ran the bottom side of the racetrack for qualifying, so definitely competitive on the bottom.
He put the speed hacks on him, man, on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Woo! Good qualifying run. I mean, we thought Fry was doing good. He come up there and blistered with about four 400ths, man, faster or so, and then next thing you know, here comes Morano with a 10th faster. He's now Fry says he's gonna try another one. I'm gonna run out of time here.
Well, they're gonna get 2 laps.
Oh,
So he's practicing.
Well, you know, we talked about it last week, whether or not that low line would come in, because it looked like it struggled just a little bit last week. But maybe they figure something out, because, you know, it's almost like we talk about Lernerville. A very fast, top dominant style track. But it's risk versus reward, because you know how that track is set up. And so if you run that top side, you know you're going to be quick, but a lot of times the safer way to go is probably the middle or the bottom of the track. Kind of the same here. We saw last week, the wall giving everybody trouble. And, you know, maybe this week they're like, okay, let's adjust and see if we can adjust something to get the low line working.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom, it's so hard to hit when it slicks off like it's already done here in this server so far. But the top side should be there as long as you hit it nice and smooth like we've seen in qualifying with Kevin Fry. But then you gotta hit the bottom smooth too. It's like half one, half the other.
Yeah. I like what Trev says, Morano to the tech shit. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you what. He come up there and said, man, hold the gasoline can, man, because I'm about to take off. And he definitely did. Get out here. It just hasn't found the mojo on these micros. But what I tell you what, when it comes to midgets, he's a man. Him and his odor machine.
Yeah, I mean, these micros just drive so differently. They're more... You got to be more on the throttle with one of these instead of more on the steering wheel with how small they are. And I mean, you could just pretty much full throttle around this whole track unless you might lift right there on the bottom like you did on a little bit as we advance over to the race.
That's it. Feature time tonight. Here we go. wingless micros. About to put on a show. Let's look at the grid. We got Anthony Morano going to start her out front. Kevin Fry there in second. Brandon Templeton going to be up at third. Dan McLaren, he's going to be in fourth. J.J. Odell going to be fifth. Logan Wynn starting sixth. Jack Clevenger there in seventh. Jeffrey Barker, he's eighth. Bryce Odell going to be there in ninth. Patrick Spangler 10th. Pat Boyce in 11th. Randy Belt, Jacob Brown 13th. Jack Kidd 14th. Stephen Bixler 15th. And Odell's around the 5th. So the Odell guys out here, they're
I mean, both of them are from Ohio. I'd say so. Be funny if they ain't related to each other and they just both happen to be from Ohio.
It says Spangler midfield, my sleeper pick. Okay. You know, Patrick's fast, and I ain't going to say he probably can't get up here. It's just going to be tough.
Yeah, gonna have to come from deep in the field here. 20 laps in a little micro. And they turn pretty solid lap times. I mean, a low 15 second is flying in one of these little 600 cc micro engine micro. I don't know.
You taking a break?
He might be. He deserves a little break.
There, green flag. Here we go. The key to you talk about Spangler, I think coming through that front we saw last week is one staying out of trouble. I mean, because look at these guys; they're already too wide out here. But if he can get that low line of rumbling, go McLaren, top four. Oh yeah, top four stack. You got it. But you can see that right now multiple grooves, and still feel like it's maybe tough to pass. But get that high line up there. Look at him.
Yeah, he's already almost right there at the line. Not quite up to fifth, but he is challenging for the fifth position. So already 5 spots up from where he started in 10th. Trying to get at least to that top 3. He might want to look for a caution here before too long while it's still a double foul range of under 10 laps in. Although
for the lead,
stays
you got
green.
Stay green. You got Fry, Templeton, Morano up front, man. But never mind, there goes Fry.
And that didn't work for Spangler as he
it didn't. He got caught in
getting into him, yeah.
Go back here on the Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. They were 3 wide up here. And, just like that, we talked about it, the wall came out, bit Fry. And Spangler nowhere to go. And then just got destroyed from behind. Oh, yeah, the wall just jumping out and biting them. And we talked about that last week. Talked about it here before the thing, and boom.
A hard little break there for Patrick Spangler, but I mean, he's still got 15 laps to try to make up as much ground as he can. I think he needs it to get green. I don't think a caution's going to really help him. Maybe if he makes up a bunch and then the field gets a little spread out and they get another caution, that'd be the only way to help him. But he was catching up to race leaders there before the contact.
Yeah, it puts him back in 14th. The problem is with so few of laps, he's going to need some help, I think, to get back up here. Not saying he can't. I'm going to need a little help, though. And what did we say? Don't get caught up in a wreck. I think that was one of the things he needed to have happen. And unfortunately, little micros out here. Strong, Templeton, Morano Company. Up front, green flag flies. McLaren's right there with him. Then low line, high line, little. McLaren almost had to check that up and check the field up.
Yeah, and that was Jack Clevenger that was behind him that had to get way out of the groove to avoid hitting him.
Yeah, it is. Meanwhile, still up front, Templeton's leading, and you got Morano there. Oh, look at that, Odell coming scooped up in there, man. JJ McLaren's right behind him. Wentz got Bryce Odell. think everybody's kind of migrating to the top here.
And well, Templeton out front, he's still running the low line. That seems to be working pretty good for him. You can see just how small these cars are. They're able to put it in where standard big 305 sprint car probably wouldn't be able to stay within the tackiness, especially down here in 3 and 4. You can see it just fits right there where there's still a little bit of tack.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Templeton out front leading. Morano's gotten away from him right there in second a little bit. Odell, though, he's battling with the McLaren. Got Wentz and them back there. They're battling with Doe Jack Hitt, man, up 8 spots. Wow.
Yeah, Jack Hitt trying to
up through the field. He's up to 8.
Yeah, Spangler, he probably needs to catch a caution here before too long if he wants to make up any more. Of course, if we go caution, we get to the single file point now after we're past halfway. So, not sure if a caution would help. It might a little bit, but not as much as it would if it were a too wide start.
Yeah. Now he's trying to move up in there with Bryce Odell, who is behind Jack Hitt. Jack's doing that low line thing right now with McLaren. He's up high. Wentz, everybody's kind of gonna, single file for the moment. I mean, you see some low, see some high, but for the most part, everybody kind of single file. Feeling out the track a little bit. We was just talking about Spangler. Looks like he's just kind of stuck right where he's at. He's not really gaining much.
Yeah, he just needs people to make a little bit of a mistake here as he sees Bryce Odell right there in front of him. Has to lift off the throttle, don't want to thread the needle there. He's going for the slider. There he goes. That works.
Nice. We found out last week that the big difference between the wing and the wingless is you slide these a little bit more, a little more looser, which we saw right there. Maybe that slide job helped. Maybe that move helped because he didn't have the wing on it. Who knows?
It definitely makes it a little bit looser of a race car feeling. We got still J.J. Odell up at the front trying to chase down Anthony Morano. Morano's been running the inside a lot. J.J.'s been up top. He catches him and then he loses him. Then he catches back up. Then he loses a little bit more. It's back and forth on it. Logan Wentz there in 4th. He's trying to catch up to J.J. Odell. They're going to have to get around lap car with Steven Bixler, so that allows for Morano to go up a little bit, and we're going to get a caution on the track. Wow. Not sure who for.
Hey, Jack Clemenger. All right, Templeton out front in this one, and I agree there, Trev. I was talking last week about it. Not having that wing up here. Even with the micros, I could see them being kind of planted, but without having that wing, you should be able to slide them a little bit, and that's what a lot of the drivers were talking about. That's the biggest difference between the wing and the wingless is wing seems a little more stable, and I mean, in all theory, it should be. If it's not, then something's wrong. Hey, maybe your car's broke. I don't know. Green flag, back racing.
Yes, we are back racing with 2 to go. See if J.J. Odell can get that top side rolling here, or maybe 4th place Logan Wentz can steal away a top 3. We're going to see the white flag at the line, and a real battle is on for that 3rd position. Templeton's out front, pretty safe over Anthony Morano, and JJ able to pull away here. The battle is now on for the 4th position. It is 3 wide, and Hitt's going to get 4th at the line. Wow.
Templeton's going to bring her home. Morano, Odell, top 3. What a finish to this one. What a good one.
Yeah, and good recovery there from Spangler to come back up to the top 5.
Well, let's see. Well, we'll just bring Odell up.
Hey, JJ, you got a copy on me?
Yes, sir.
Well, third place here tonight in the wingless micros Coast2Coast race.
Oh man, I was not much of a top driver. I kind of stayed up there hoping it would come in, and it never really did. I just wasn't sure about what to do on that restart, but car handled pretty well, and I enjoyed it.
Absolutely, you looking forward to the wing?
Oh yeah, I think that might have been my first time with the wingless on this track, but I'm a lot more excited to get the wing on it.
Well, JJ, before we let you go, you got anybody you like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank FIFO Racing. We'll do VSR setups, mom and dad at home, and everybody else that makes this car go fast.
Yeah, folks, third place, JJ Odell.
Down here, let's bring a winner up here, man. Let's get to work.
Hey, Brandon, you get a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, race winner here in the wingless micros Coast2Coast race.
Yeah, I just found the bottom early and stuck to it. I didn't know for sure if it was going to be fastest, but it kind of felt fastest there in warm-ups or in practice. And then, last week I kind of used it to get by Kevin Fry on the last lap, so I just stuck with it. And I thought, if I start seeing them close in, I might try something else. But for the most part, it was just hit your marks, try to hit the one little grip of a tiny little strip of grip there that was around the bottom off the wall a ways, and just try to keep it straight. That's all it took.
Yeah, I'd mentioned about how small these cars are. It was making it easy for you to hit that strip. Is that true?
I don't know if they're easy at all. I mean, they try to snap every which way, they're so twitchy and short wheelbase, but a lot of fun, and just try to keeping it under you is a lot of challenge, but makes it kind of fun.
Well, Brandon, before I let you go, you got anybody to thank you?
Yeah, I got to thank Dirt Track Bank, Malvern Bank, Jay, and everything they're doing for us is great. Helping out Got Your Six Racing and network and what Joe's got going on over there too, as well as whenever we have a charity with Coast to Coast, they usually kick in quite a bit. So, thanks to Jay, Hammer Down Racing, the guys everybody knows who they are by now. Extreme Images, Maley's Makery, Big C's Lawn Care, Hogan Landscape and Lawn Services. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, folks, race winner, Brandon Templeton.
Thanks.
All right. Man, Anthony Morano. Anthony, Joey Booth, got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. I tell you what, we tried to run down old Templeton up there. Is there anything maybe you could have done to get close to him?
I don't know. I was talking to him there in the waiting room, asking what he was doing that I wasn't doing, because he was just coming out of the corners. I thought maybe he was in a different gear than I was, but that wasn't it. So, driver error. I don't know. I had nothing for him.
Hey, tell you what, still came home second, man. Looked strong out there. Anybody want to thank?
I gotta thank my wife Sherry, my teammates at FTM, Dean at Super Dirt Car, Logan at High Mom Lens, Expert Insulation, Swan Speed, MDI TV, Flieger Farm Paint Shop. You guys are in the broadcast and run at Coast to Coast.
Well, there you go, Anthony Morano. Home and second, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got some winged micros coming up. We'll be right back here in a few.
It's time for another edition of RSN Trackside, powered by Bob Johnson Auto Group on Rock Sports Network. Kiss on the champion. Trying to be a
bit of a hiatus, so let's get. Tonight when we talked about it.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
All right, here we go, folks. Now we got the winged micros out here. I'm doing a little practice. We'll get our qualifying here pretty soon. Did look at Roger's car. Let's have the what folks say.
We're gonna get a better drone driver. That's it. Our drone driver got fired. We gotta find a new one. So you get these paints here that everybody's been creating over the weeks.
There we go. A little better. At least we'll get to see the side of it.
Did you get a new drone driver?
Yeah, we got a new drone driver. All right, now, Clevenger's the man's got the top spot. We'll see if he holds on to it. Templeton, man. Oh, Templeton got these little micros figured out.
Yeah, he does. So we'll see if Roger is able to clock in at 13,938 here for Roger Craig with his fish on the side of the winged micro sprint car here. He brought the fish out. And he'll clock in at a 13,904. That'll be good enough for 18th for the time being.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody else finished
Dickens
up their
is trying.
qualifying.
Not going to get it.
Oh, no, he moves
Templeton.
up to second. Dickens.
Yeah. What was the dude last time, man? Bam! Put them all.
What do you mean?
Vampire Man got them all.
Yeah, I mean, Templeton did dominate. I don't know. I'm lost. Yeah, he did. See if he can back it up here in a winged version. Oh, well, a little over 1/10 better than the rest of the field.
Odell said, I lied. I don't want the wing. You don't want the wing, JJ said. I don't want the wing. Well, I mean, from my understanding, obviously I've not been in one of these cars. I guess I need to just see how it still wouldn't really matter. But I could get a big idea. But I almost could tell you, just physics-wise, yes, there's going to be a difference between the non and the wing. And if you're a guy that likes kind of a looser feeling style car that maybe slides a little bit, you're probably going to go with the wingless. Or lean towards the wingless more than you are the wing. I just got a feeling that this wing is way more planted. I heard the drivers already now talk about it.
Yeah, the wing definitely plants the tires down, allows for a little bit more traction on the racetrack, but it also makes the car a little bit tighter depending on what wing angle is ran. Which
I'm just watching Jack hit here, Corey, and you gotta see how this car's reacting. It's almost, I mean, sure, it's sliding a little bit because we are on dirt, but it's almost just like it's on an asphalt.
Yeah, I mean, it's got so much downforce that, and it's so small of a race car that it kind of drives like it would be on an asphalt track, especially when it's a perfect little track like it is right now.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of slick action. It's still pretty tacky, and if you were to run 100 laps in a winged sprint car and lay down a little bit of rubber for these little micros, then we could start talking about a little bit of sliding.
Can you go 100 laps in a sprint?
No, but I mean 100 laps overall of a sprint car would.
Oh.
So you'd have to run like 10 cars for 10 laps.
Oh.
Lay down
I
a
was
lot
going
of
to say,
rubber.
I thought big tank man 100 laps.
I mean, maybe on like a little quarter-mile track, that sprint car might make a 50 lapper.
How big is that? Yeah, somewhere I've never asked. How big is a tank on like a sprint car?
Well, on one of these, it can hold 8 gallon.
Okay. So what would be on a regular normal sprint?
I think they can put 30 in one of those. I haven't looked.
Well, I mean, that's actually... So if you can put 30 gallons, see why you couldn't go?
No, it's because they got a lot of horsepower. They burn up through the gas real quick. A smaller track, you can get around a good 50 laps, but bigger tracks like Eldora, Volusia, those kind of places, you might get 40, maybe 50 if you're maybe 50 at the most.
Who knows? Well, here we go. Templeton don't start her out front. Dickinson going to be right there in second. Boyce going to start third. Clevenger up in fourth. Wrangler fifth. We got Randy Shreves in sixth. Jack Hitt seventh. Dan McLaren, he's there in eighth. Jeffrey Barker ninth. Bryce Odell, he's going to be 10th. And J.J. Odell there in 11th. Anthony Morano starting 12th. Kevin Fry 13th. Tyler Wilson 14th. Logan Wynn starting 15th. We got Stephen Bixler in 16th. Stephen Stewart, he's in 17th. Gary Taylor 18th. Joseph Grandy 19th. Tyler Flynn there 20th. 21st Roger Craig. Jacob Brown 22nd. Don Atkins man out here tonight. Well, let's see what they can do in the wings.
Let's see if that top side is any more viable here in a wing. We got 23 of them starting here tonight too. That is a lot of little bumblebees out here. Little hornets. It's gonna sound like a little angry pack of hornets here, Joe. You might get stung by one of them.
It was. It's gonna be awesome. Go. Line them up side by side. Templeton's been the dominating man all night long. Let's see if he actually can keep up the dominance. Laps we put on the board. Green flag. Dickinson, man, and Templeton out front.
Ed Dickens was able to get a good launcher over Templeton. That's going to be key here. He wants to try to pull away from the rest of the field as Jack Clevenger. He's the one running up top side right now, trying to make that DeWalt sprint car work up there. It's going to be real tough.
So good. Got 3 wide battle going on. Each place spot there with Spangler and company and caution. Parker. 3 wide. Happening. Parker just one place for him. And here we'll ride with Jack Hitt this time. Oh, got a little contact. Got her sideways. Almost had it saved. Couldn't get it saved. Multi car. 3 wide there.
Yeah.
Nice. Still put old Dickens out front.
Yeah, Brian Dickens was able to get that launch, and same with Clevenger. So Templeton moved back to third here for the upcoming restart. Gonna be a little bit of work here to get back around them. Got a couple cars pulling out of the pit road action here with the light shut off on the pace truck. Get these little hornets are rolling. Get them humming.
Clevenger, Dickens and company.
There you see Dickens able to lead early here on the restart, and Clevenger, oh my, he pushed up a little bit there on exit turn 4. That allowed for Randy Shreves to get on around Clevenger. Templeton trying to run down Brian Dickens behind that little group of 4 drivers. It is 2 wide action there. You have Pat Boyce, you have Spangler in the mix, Kevin Fry is in the mix. You got Monroe, the fish, riding on board with Dan McLaren. And we're going to see another caution out on the racetrack. Maybe Steven Bixler.
Yeah, saw that meant on replay. Just got a little spun. Oh. Dickens out front. Templeton. You know, with these cautions, he might surpass old Templeton tonight here. 4 factor.
Yeah. And timing scoring has Steven Stewart on the lead, but we're going to ignore that iRacing timing scoring glitch here for the time being. It keeps him up there. They may have him actually hold off, and they may... They fix it. They fix it.
All right, meanwhile, top 2 got away. The big battle's happening around 4th and 5th. Man, they are 3 wide, almost 4 wide on each other. Nose to tail. That's a gang, man, there. Little bumblebees. Oh, bounced off the wall of the Bass machine.
Oh, and JJ Odell getting a little bit of help there, going sideways, and no caution yet for debris. Logan Wentz stopped down on the inside. He's going to get his micro turn back around, and we're going to say caution free for the time being. Spangler sitting down on the inside, still no caution. We've had a couple of wrecks, and no caution flags have flown. iRacing being generous here to keep us going green.
What happened to Spangler? He's got some, he got into the yellow cars, who actually did a beautiful 360. Then he got the side, boom, then it went in, and yeah, he's got suspension damage. That front tire is done.
He's going to try to stay out here as long as possible.
Yeah, he's going to try to stay out here for a caution, but I got a feeling he stays out too long, he's going to be the caution.
Well, he's driving that pretty straight for what the damage is. He's got the leaders coming up on him, though. That idea of the caution, yeah, it's lifting the right front up. It's definitely broke a lot of suspension on that race car. He's going to go to the bottom, let the leaders get on by. Probably should have just ran up towards the wall there to let the leaders by, as the leaders were running the inside. Oh, easier to let him go on the top side down the straightaway.
The suspension's hurt.
Yeah, it's hurt for sure. He tried to stay on the lead lap, just no prevail there with a caution, and a little too late. As I mentioned a caution, we get a caution.
Got Jacob. The contact, and then boom.
The other Monroe, the fish, going for a ride.
Yes.
We got 2 Monroes out here. It's confliction of Monroes. We got Barry, we got Monroe number 1, and Monroe number 2.
Well, Roger doesn't have to. He's got the fish on it. I see the fish.
Yeah, he's got Barry on board.
A little Barry.
Yeah, Barry Jr.
Yeah. Dickens waiting for the pace truck. Good race so far.
Yeah. Brian Dickens still out at the front. He got that off the initial green flag start. See if he can hold off here in the final 5 laps of the race. Get a good launch here. Randy Shreve's all up on the back bumper. Jack Clevenger, that's for a podium position, trying to make it up. We got one of the Monroe fishes. That's Dan McLaren. He's up here in the top 5 duking it out. He sees the battle happening in front of him between Shreves and Clevenger. Shreves on the inside of Clevenger, not able to get the slider to happen quite yet. Now Dan McLaren, he's going to send it in. He's going to try to put the slider on Shreves. Not cleared there. It's just so hard to pull a slider off in one of these winged beasts. So look at the front. We got a race for the lead here. Templeton taking it back ever so slightly from Dickens. Dickens, he's going to have to try to fight up on the top side. That or set Templeton up for a last lap pass. So we're going to take the white flag. Here we go.
Yeah, one more time for these two guys up front. Templeton, man, he's got it. Dickens won't sit back, but I don't know. As they come to the final turns, out of it, it looks like Templeton says, I'm going to steal it. And then we got a battle. Clevenger's, he's going to hang on to third barely. We got Shreves right there on his back end. So Templeton, Dickens, Clevenger, man, what a finish of this race. Clevenger up here, let's get to work.
Hey, Jack, you get a copy on me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
3rd place here in the winged micro sprint talk, is it?
Yeah, just kind of, I don't know. Apparently I'm in the way here. Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to get a picture.
No, it was a good run. I'm sure Randy's kind of pissed at me. I kind of slid him on a restart there, and I'm sure he wasn't real stoked about it, but it's kind of the way it is. There was no contact, so good race overall.
Yeah, absolutely good run for you here. Did you like the wing micro?
Yeah, I've never run any of these at Lanier, so it was the first night for me. I definitely like the wing car more than the non-wing.
Well, Jack, before we let you go, you got anybody to thank you?
I'll just thank my teammates, Keith, Devo, Gary, Greg, all those guys. You guys for the broadcast, and Coast to Coast for the place to race.
Yeah, folks, 3rd place, Jack Clevenger.
I hear did it again, old Brandon. Brandon, Joe, in the booth, got a copy? Brandon, Joe, in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, man, I tell you what, did it again. Was able to steal the show up there. I mean, your biggest thing between the wing and the wingless, what was you feeling on the track?
There's definitely a lot more grip in the winged. I mean, it definitely pushes you down on the track. You can feel it a lot. The wingless, you're just spinning your tires and really, really hunting that traction. The winged, if you keep your momentum and keep it straight, you can drive through the slick a little bit here and there to make a little better racing line. And, Brian really had a good line there. I just was able to, I think I entered a little higher and he pushed out a little on the exit, and I was able to sneak under him on a little traction low on the track. And for a teammate, that was a hell of a lot of fun. I kind of stole one there from him, followed along for a lot of the race, and he was nailing his marks, and then he just made the slightest hiccup there, and I was able to sneak under him. So that was a hell of a race and a lot of fun.
All right, man, I tell you what, man, it was a good run here tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for an awesome win, though?
I got to thank Jay with Dirt Track Bank. I got to thank Got Your Six Racing Network, Mission 22, Hammer Down Racing team, Extreme Images, Maley's Makery, Big C's Lawn Care, Extreme Images, Warfighter Scuba. You guys, OSRN, for doing you and Corey for doing the broadcast and announcing. That's a lot of fun to be able to watch it back and have family watch it. And thanks to everyone that helps out with the league.
Go, Brandon Templeton. Awesome. Let's bring this guy up here, Brian. Let's get a word.
Hi, Brian. You got a copy on me?
Hey, buddy.
Well, Brian, you led early on here in the winged micro and lost the lead to Brandon Templeton late race. Talk us through this race.
I'm not sure what extra he had to get by me, but I gave it all I had, and I couldn't wish a better person a victory than my own teammate.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, you had a good run. Got anybody to thank?
Yeah, that Hammer Down Racing Team, Brandon, Kurt, Joe, C2C for everything they do. You guys for doing the broadcast, the Dirt Track Bank, and again, congrats to Brandon on the win.
Yeah, folks, second place, and Brian Dickens.
It is, man. On what he needed to do. Well, folks, don't go anywhere. We got some sprint cars coming up. Be right back in a few.
It's time for another edition of RSN Trackside, powered by Bob Johnson Auto Group on Rock Sports Network. Kiss on the champion. Trying to be a
Bit of a hiatus, so let's get. Tonight we'll be talking about it.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
All right, here we go. 305s out here tonight. See what these guys got. Qualifying's underway. So, I'm going to say a little bit more power, but a little bit more weight, too.
Yeah, definitely a lot more weight under one of these 305 wings.
He's going to put it on top spot.
Who we got out here? Probably be the Spangler here. Spangler, we dropped the Spangler in between, so that's out of the question. So far, Gary Taylor or Kevin Fry. And Kurt Schatz are gonna put it at the top.
Field here.
So Kurt Schatzer are pretty much on the top of the board with 4 cars to still qualify. See if Gavin Chatham can get up there.
Either.
Yeah, big mark to hit. See if Gavin Chatham, he's strong in a 305 sprint car. If he can knock him off. And not quite. Good for third, though, on lap number 1 for Gavin Chatham. He's going to run the bottom here on lap 2. See if he can improve at the line. It will be a 13,150. Tied with Kevin Fry, but 4th digit went to Kevin Fry.
That's close right there. Close.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll transfers over on the track. Them 2 guys meant to be.
Stephen Goldner going out here, gonna low roll to the line here, and this is an interesting strategy. Is he gonna pick on the throttle here? Is he just wanting to put in a lap? I mean, this is very interesting.
That
Stephen Goldner,
I think
running. He's running 45 mile an hour on lap number 1. We're going to see the world's slowest lap. That's what it is. And a 22.587 for lap number 1. Can he improve a little bit at pace speed here on lap 2? Oh boy, if we ever wanted to know how quick they're running on the pace lap, is probably about it. He's going about 5 mile an hour pace speed, but we'll allow it. And he does improve on his pace speed lap by about 0.2.
Yeah, it does. Chats are still the man up front. Holding on to it. Y'all think about the racing here so far tonight. Hometown Heroes. Check out the C2CRL.com. Get up to speed, everything here. Coast2Coast Racing League. Now, go. On the board, feature time here tonight. Chatzer's going to be the man out front with Fry there in second. Gavin Chatham's going to start third. Pat Boyce there in fourth. Gary Taylor fifth. Stewart's going to be in sixth. Bryce Odell there in seventh. And McLaren, he's in eighth. Steve Fixer ninth. Barry Golden 10. Trent he's in 11. Jared 12. Roger Craig 13. J.J. Odell 14. Randy Shriek 15. Tyler Flynn 16. John Rayner 17. Parker, Jack Clevenger 19th. Jack Kitt 20th. Got Stephen Goldner 21st, and Jacob Brown would be the second. Oh. Who's your favorite out here?
Gavin. and Gary. And Roger.
I like the pace truck.
And I guess Jeffrey Kemper's all right. JJ
yeah.
Odell, Randy Shreves, McLaren,
That whole field.
and the whole field. Not in that particular order of those drivers listed. The mayor.
Yeah, I got you. We'll see who can pull it off. Green flag. Real fives out here. They're already 3 wide up front. Here comes Fry storming to the front. Chatham Schatzer's there with him, boys. For the 3 wide, well, almost for the front. The 3 wide, about 6 or 7 place spot. Flag go. Andy Shreves? Oh, Rig. Uh-oh, somebody ran the fish over. Oh, they all got together. Barry.
Yeah, Barry the fish going for a ride.
Probably could have saved. Yeah. Fish.
The fish.
Yeah, we got the fish and the dogs. Man, I've heard of fish and chips. I've never...
No.
Or you got, what's the other one? You know, waffles?
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah. Waffle House.
I get them at IHOP.
Oh, okay. We talk about dogs. There's Pat Boyce. Part of the Salty Dogs. He's up there hanging. Oh, never mind. We got
Oh, and Kevin Fry. Wow.
Good grief. What you doing? Right. We hit the wall. Next thing you know, he went from second to dead last. Watch this. They're racing. Next thing you know, chop. Pow. We got the wall. Boom. Got the tire. And the next thing you know, it is literally. Wow. Well, Bo just went tree-bowed. Done. I put Boyce up to second.
Yeah, it does. Pat Boyce gonna move up to second place here.
Cats are still the man out front. Chatham right there with him. Hey, let's see. Go back at it again. Chats and Boyce. Stewart, Chatham, and McLaren.
And Schatz are going to take over the early lead once again on the restart. Still got Pat Boyce right there behind him. Gavin Chatham showing his strength. He's the first car on the inside line. Trying to work it in. Trying to make it work.
Well, they got a battle all throughout the field. Back here in the back, they're too wide. Up front, man, they're battling in the middle pack here. 8th place spot, top of each other. There's action all over the place.
Yes, there is. You see Bryce Odell. We talked to JJ Odell earlier. We assume it's his brother or dad or something.
I forgot to ask.
Yeah, need to ask when we get a chance again next time, or maybe JJ comments out there on the YouTube. Is Kevin Fry? He's making his way up here. Oh, never mind. He's a lap down. That's wow. Oops.
Well, he could get it back up if he gets a little help out here.
He could get a lap back.
Yep, true. I'm on board here with old Goldner. Right behind Gary Taylor, just went tagged a little bit, got side by side. Then old Goldner got up on somebody, but
Tyler Flynn.
Tyler. He was a product having a check up here with all that going on in front of him. Black Rifle got tagged in the back.
He's got Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Never had any of their coffee. I mean, I don't know, gunpowder or something.
I don't drink coffee, Jay. You'd have to try it.
You don't drink coffee? Why not?
Man, you say I'm young.
Well, y'all young people drink that high espresso fueled by nothing but sugar style coffee.
I don't need to be wound up like an 8-day clock all day.
Yeah, wind y'all up like a little doggone man, Mickey Mouse toy, man. Be like across the
yeah, I would be bouncing up on the walls if I had a coffee. It ain't healthy for you.
Oh, it ain't healthy for you. When there's all them high profile energy drinks y'all drinking.
I don't drink energy drink. I drink sweet tea. That's and Gatorade. That's about as strong as I get.
That's intense. About to get intense on the track. They went single file. Shots are up front with Boyce. Got Stewart, Chatham. And they went back side by side around about the 9th place spot. Man, they're back here, man, beating on each other.
Yeah, they are back here side by side a little bit. Up front, still single file for the top 3. Gavin Chatham is still trying to make the bottom side work for him. Able to be in line with Steven Stewart right now for the 3rd, and Pat Bliss now for 2nd. He's got the lap car though right there in front of him. John Rayner gonna have to get out of the throttle on the exit, not run him over. And caution gonna spoil the party.
Yeah, and then we were riding there with our Goldner, and he just kind of almost got run over. But let's go to Trent Creighton, who kind of was mainly involved in this. He gets hit into the wall. Boom, boom. Can't get off the wall, and he loses the wheel.
Yeah, he hit the staircase. Yeah, he hit the stair opening there.
Yeah, no, normally we say floppy wheel. That one's a loose wheel on the track.
Could he run it like that? That's the question. He's gonna get a new wheel.
Well, that's the right one. I think he might be able to.
No, if it was the left, I'd say so. Maybe.
Well, now Spangler did quite well with his right wheel all messed up.
Yeah, but it was still attached. And
but
he got a new wheel.
But it was lifting the right wheel.
Yeah, it was still attached.
So if he was lifting,
still turning.
If he was lifting it, might be all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's attached and it can still steer a little bit, you can get away with it.
Try.
I think Verstraeten should have went to the pits like he did.
Should have tried.
He attempted under pace lap. That was about all he could do.
Green flag. Here we go. We're back at it. 305's out here. We got Chatham on Chatzer and Company here. Battling up here for the top spot since battle for 2nd. Stewart's right behind them. Got Odell, Claren and Company. Right on board. Claren he's getting beat up and beat around.
He's back here running pretty good. Dan McLaren. He's got Gary Taylor, the captain, behind him. Oh, and Gary going around for a spin cycle, and we bring out the caution flag.
What happened? Got tagged in the back, I know, because who riding on board with the guy who did it? What happened here? Turn. 8. Turn. Barely going to. Oh, looks like a little sideways. Got on front. Beautiful.
Yeah. Good. Beautiful spin there. No.
Think about the race so far.
Going pretty good. What do you mean to say? It's going terrible, Joe. My driver ain't winning. Roger Craig ain't winning.
Oh, Roger's trying. He's out here. He's in 15th.
He's got Barry on the car. That's all that matters.
Now for support. Green flag flies. Cats are out front. Got his hands full with Chatham. Boyce is right behind him, Stewart. And Odell. Those two are on the bottom side. McLaren right behind them. Everybody going back to the bottom. Is that coming in now?
Well, I think it's been there. Just nobody's been experimenting other than Gavin Chatham. He's been running down there all race, and now he's gotten his line taken away from Kurt Schatzer. Schatzer down there now running the defensive line. Gonna have to go at the line here. Can Gavin make it back up to the race lead, or will Kurt hold off? A lap and a half to go here coming out of turn number 4. They're gonna see the white flag one more time around. I just don't know if he's got time.
Yeah, we'll see. As Schatzer right now is a man up front. Hold on to it. Chatham right there. He's going to try it on the outside. And boom, not going to happen. Boyce is going to bring her home in third. Going to finish it at 305s here tonight.
Hi, Pat. You get a copy on me.
I got you.
Third place here in the 305 division. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was a little tense.
Yeah, it looked pretty intense out there. The bottom was there, but the top was there real early on. Did that change how you were gonna plan on running?
Yeah, I was running second, and then I got passed, and the guy past me was running the inside, so I jumped down on the inside just to stay with him.
Well, it's still a good finish for you, though. Either way, Pat, before we let go, you got anybody like that?
Yeah, I want to thank the Coast2Coast Racing League and the Salty Dogs race team and the broadcast, mostly. Yeah.
Yeah, folks, third place, Pat boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying the booth. Got a copy?
I hear you guys.
Well, he's able to get that second there. Was anything you could have done? Maybe run down Schatzer?
Yeah, we had the better car. I was definitely getting off the corner better, and what really screwed me was that caution. I got underneath him. I had the position, and the caution came out and kind of hurt me. And then, yeah, I'm sure he's seen what I was doing because I was underneath him, and he took my line away. And I tried sailing it in there and trying to make a run. I did coming off of 2. I made a good run on him, but in the top in 3 and 4, there was just no grip. And try my best and give him a heck of a run. But congratulations to him on the win. He did what he needed to do to take the line away. But definitely didn't want to see those cautions. It definitely hurt me for sure.
No doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, still had a fast machine. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
I just want to thank you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast, and Coast2Coast Racing, all the sponsors, everybody involved behind the scenes and during the races that helped put this league on. I thank you everybody for doing that. Just want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Mike Schick Motorsports Design, Velocity Race Design, and Northeast Outland Motorsports and Miller Time Motorsports. Thank you for all the sponsors. Just want to thank the fans for coming out watching these series, and I hope we put on good races for y'all. I hope you really enjoy it, and I just want to thank my fans as well for coming out and supporting.
There you go. That's Gavin Chatham, man. Bring home a second, but this guy put in Victory Lane. Kurt, Joy in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I hear you, Joe.
Well, man, you was able to hang on, put it out front, win it here tonight. You're a little nervous about the guy behind you, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gavin, he's real fast in the sprint car division, so he actually showed me the bottom was coming in, so I was kind of nervous. I didn't know how to run it. I was running up top the whole race there, so when I ducked down to the bottom, I wasn't really sure what I was working with, but he's a real class act. He really ran me clean. I really think I was kind of holding him up there them last few laps.
Tell you what, sometimes, man, you being out front, you got that better advantage. And go to tonight, put it in victory lane. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank Jay with Dirt Track Bank, everything they do to help racers all around the country. Our iRacing team, Hammer Down Racing, Brandon Templeton, I think he got a win earlier in one of the midgets. And Brian Dickens, I think he sat on the podium earlier. So our team's having a good night. Got Your Six Racing Network, Friday Night Lights there with Joe. You coming out and doing the broadcast for us, doing an awesome job there, and my wife and kid for letting me do this, and Coast to Coast for giving us a place to race.
Kurt Chesser, man, doing what he had to do tonight in those 305s in victory lane. Well, folks, I'm going to where we'll be right back here in a few. All right, here we go. Qualifying. Got the 360 wing sprints out here. Put it on pole. Who you think put it on pole right there?
It's Kurt here in this one.
Like Kevin Fry. Hey, Kurt.
Kurt ain't in here.
Pick one real quick.
Gavin Chatham.
Got Chatham. Got Fry. All right, let's see who does. Let's see who gets the top. Close to the top. Nobody picked Spangler. Ha! Yeah.
I had Gavin. He hasn't
Right
even made it
now.
on the track yet.
Well, yeah.
He just now did.
Fry. Now. Yeah. Rise up to second. Chatham. I tell you what, we got some good picks. Look at that. And look at the time. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, hey, maybe we should have bought one of the lottery tickets.
Well, Trent
I mean,
Verstraeten still has a shot here.
They both ran 12:42s. I don't know what the thousandths of the number, because they don't tell me on here. That's what's going to separate them. Thousands, folks. Not hundreds. Not tenths. Not seconds. Thousands.
And again, we got Stephen Goldner running the pace lap line here.
He's trying, man. He's testing out, seeing how the car works under caution. That's what he's doing.
Well, he's ran a 23.874 here on lap number one, and he stops. Aw, come on.
He's gonna be the fastest under caution.
He's staying stopped. He might continue rolling. He wants to get a slower lap time than that
He is the
23.874.
fastest under caution.
Connor Ross still hasn't put in a lap time, and
Probably
we're
won't.
waiting on a Kyle Moonen to join the server. He's connecting. See if he can connect here before the clock expires.
Well, you know, it doesn't really matter. Here's the problem. Even if he connects, he's not going to get a time, so he's not going to make the show. Only 24 make it, right?
No, they said they're going to allow all 30 to the server.
Oh, all 30. Okay.
So if he connects here and he can get out here, he still got time. He's got a minute and a half. We'll see if he can put it out on the racetrack. He's connected. He's still got under a minute and a half here, minute 20. If he can get out on the track, he can make it. He could definitely get here. He's okay. He's gridded up. See if he can run out here. See if he can knock off Gavin Chatham. He's looking for a 12.416. Not see Kyle Moonen too often in a sprint car, so this will be interesting to see how he can do here in qualifying. Gonna start lap number one. Looking a little bit loosey-goosey here. Might not hit a good time on lap number one. Coming across the line, he'll clock in at a 13.114. That'll be good enough for 21st on the leaderboard
pick it up
so
on the
far.
second lap.
Yeah, he will. He definitely will here, as long as don't scrape the wall. 12.974. That'll be good enough for 20th.
All right. Better than last.
Yeah, and we got Brady Floyd trying to get in the server too. Oh wow, we got everybody coming in tonight on the sprint cars. Got all the asphalt guys.
Yeah, Brady. I don't
invasion.
ever hardly see him much on dirt.
I don't think we've seen much of Kyle Moonen on the dirt.
I've seen him once or a couple times But to be honest with you, I don't think
Well, if he can connect here
it
before
didn't
they
get
grid
there.
up. He's got a little bit of time here while they grid up to connect, but I don't know, a lot of breathing space to make it.
Grid real quick here. We look at Gavin Chatham out front, Kevin Fry there in second, Patrick Spangler starting third, Steven Stewart starting in fourth, Jack Clevenger in fifth, Dan McLaren, he's in sixth, Bryce Odell there in seventh, Tyler Flynn in eighth, Trent Verstraeten in ninth. We got Brian Dickens, he's in 10th, Barry Goldner in 11th, Tyler Wilson starting 12th, Randy Shreves 13th. We got Stephen Bixler starting 14th, Gary Taylor 15th, Roger Crick, Bob DeGood starting 17th. Brad Wyatt, he's up there in 18th. Jeffrey Barker, he's starting 19th. Kyle Moon in 20th. Emperor there 21st. Joe Odell 22nd. Bob Curtis 3rd. Nick Brown starting 24th. Stephen Bixler 25th. And Connor Ross back in the fight. Healthy field here for the 360 wing sprints. At the Vroom Vroom Power.
Yeah, got the big horses.
Yeah, we do.
Brady Floyd still has not made the connection all the way through. He's got a little bit of time, about 30 seconds. 30 seconds here to make a grid.
Connor Ross ain't either.
And Connor Ross at least is connected. He could grid up any moment now. And so doesn't look like Connor Ross is gonna get in. Doesn't look like Brady Floyd is gonna finalize that connection as we are about to roll them off here behind the pace truck. 25 cars strong. Probably one of the largest fields too that we've had here for a 360 division. Especially yet the new track, the new season. Gonna start all 25 drivers. Gavin Chatham and Kevin Fry, almost a Patrick Fry. Oh my. That is Patrick Spangler. Gavin ran strong in heat in the 305 division. See if you can back it up here. Try to pick up a win in the 360s. The big boys, here we go. Green flag is out and the loud pedal is down on the Gavin Chatham machine.
Yeah, man, looking strong out there with Fry. Spangler right behind him. They are still chopped up 2x2 all the way through the field. Oh, Roger Craig. Right. Roger is...
Oop. Did a wheel disconnect? That's the question there. Another controversial stoppage on the racetrack.
Let's go watch it. Yeah, let's go watch this here. Yeah, I'm gonna call out the man there, Roger Craig. He said on the track. That's a no-no, Craig. No better. Plenty of time to tow that thing, and then he calls actually a caution. If anything, then that's a deliberate caution. He calls. So, you know.
I mean,
I'm
even
not
if
afraid,
that right front was
I'm not
broke,
afraid
he could've
to.
pulled it
I'm
in.
not afraid to call out the man either. No, I call everybody else out.
I mean, even if that right front was broke, which it didn't look broke, he could have rolled that thing around and kept it green.
Or towed. Had plenty enough time to tow. That would have saved the other guy who got crashed.
That would have been Randy Shrews.
All right, Craig. No. Shame. Everybody knows your name.
Barry is ashamed.
Yeah, Barry. Barry got him in trouble. Green flag. Chatham out front. Spangler here with him. We got Stewart. Clevenger and Company. McLaren there with him. Side by side.
Yeah, good racing here so far. All about almost top heavy. First car down low. That's Tyler Flynn, but he's gonna find his hole up top and make it happen. First good battle back here around 13th. That's side by side. Got JJ Odell. He's got like an old school kind of looking paint.
JJ Odell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an old school kind of paint that you would see back in the day. Almost looks like it could be hand painted. It probably is.
Oh, yeah.
It probably was on a real car. If it was.
Looks like a fire truck.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I mean, the reason I say it's because of the
racing.
I see the writing kind of looks like a fire truck.
FIFO Racing, because they're from Ohio. I wonder if there's any significance to that name.
I don't know. It's back 15 trying to get to the front. And one thing I noticed about these cars, very tough to pass and come through the field.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to pass here, but look at this Gavin Chatham. He is making up ground. He's on the lap traffic game here. Yeah, he's going to catch up to Gary Taylor before too long here shortly. The Salty Dog car is making contact with those Gary Taylor and Roger Craig, and Craig once again caution out, and oh my, a couple more cars getting involved here.
What happened here? Taylor ride with Craig. Taylor just drove it in there, and Craig went straight in the wall. And he got hit, and well, the cars tried to slide. Wow.
Yeah, that was Spangler getting involved there, coming to a stop. So you raced the lap car challenge for Gavin Chatham.
Oldner's the one that's out there, man, trying to get the lap speed battle.
No, Stephen Gold. Did you say Stephen Gold?
He wasn't he the one out there, man, on the qualifying?
Yeah, that was him.
He was doing the slow one. Yeah.
Well, he's up to 19.
Hey, maybe it's working.
It's all part of the game. It's all part of the strategy here. You want to start at the back, get the hard charger, get a bonus point. I think they give a bonus point. I'd have to look back at the points format.
True.
Gavin here, though, going to get back on the loud pedal.
Got him, man, out front.
There's a long line when you have 25 cars on the racetrack all at once and you started them single file.
Yeah, but go back to 11th place.
Yeah, about almost a half track back already through the midfield.
Ooh, they're back there 3 wide, and it got the good Flynn, Odell company.
And you got JJ Odell there in the mix.
Goldner right behind him. Right in front of them, man. They got Moonin and company doing some beating and banging.
I remember Kyle Moonin came in late here. Didn't put down a quick qualifying line, but he's definitely learned real quick on how to drive one of these 360 sprint cars running up here in the mix with probably the best of the best here in Coast to Coast. And
Big
we're
one
going to
in the
see
back.
caution.
Take it Brown, Kemper, Flynn. Watch what happened. Sandwich, we came down, got into him, and boom, caught several others. Where'd it go? Real tough one. Who we got? Chatham out front still?
Yes, still Chatham out front.
Right there with him. Clevenger. Dale. Great.
Yeah, Bryce Odell up here. See if he can get in a podium position and we can ask him if they're father, son, brothers, or
Yeah.
what the meaning is behind the FIFO racing.
True, yeah, true. Oh, maybe if they got maybe a family member out there watching us. Chime in. Green flag, Chatham, he's got that jump. Fries with him, Clevenger's there. You got Odell. Straighten. Top 5 right now.
Haven't seen anybody get a hold of the tires down in turn 4 as Kevin Fry hits the wall there in turn 2 a little bit, grinds on the cushion. The cushion is built up here right now. So we haven't seen anybody hit the tires yet, but they're getting closer and closer to them. So we are 2 to go here. Gavin Chatham trying to look for that white flag. Yes, he is. He's going to see it, and he's going to take it.
All right, white flag one more time. Big battle happening right here, about 6th, 7th place spot, though. Got Moon in it coming almost 4 wide coming out of that turn.
Yes, they are, as Gavin Chatham picks up the win. Fry second, Clevenger third, but look at that. That is good battle. It will be Dan McLaren holding on for 5th.
Nice. What a run. What a finish. Can't get a word in with some of them.
Gavin's already waiting.
Yeah, what? Bring him up. Let's go.
Hey, Gavin, you got a copy on me?
I hear you guys.
Well, race winner here in the 360 division, picking up from 305's. Talk us through it.
The car felt good. It was key to start in that front row, and we just got to the top and just kind of kept hammering the top the whole entire night. Out there in that cool down lap, I kind of ran the bottom there. I was like, oh boy, it was pretty quick down there. There's a lot of grip, so I probably should have switched up and went to the bottom. But other than that, the car felt really, really good. I'm just excited to get this win. Yeah, I was definitely just flip spots. It feels pretty good.
Absolutely. Well, Gavin, good run here. Before we let you go, you got anybody like to thank?
I just want to thank you guys for doing an awesome job with the broadcast and putting it on. I want to thank Coast2Coast Racing, all the sponsors, Flatline Racing Bodies, everyone, all the sponsors, everyone behind the scenes, everybody who helps put this league on, lets us come out here and race. I want to thank everybody for that. I want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Mike Schick Motorsports Design, Velocity Race Design, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, and Miller Time Motorsports. Thank you, all the sponsors. I want to thank the fans for coming out, watching, and supporting this league. And watching you guys on the broadcast. I hope they really enjoy it each week. And I want to thank my fans as well for coming out and supporting me.
There you have it, race winner, Gavin Chatham.
Oh yeah, it is, man. Doing what he had to do here tonight. Chatham did. We'll bring up let's bring Fry up here. Let's get a word with him.
Kevin, you get a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, buddy.
Second place here in 360 Wings. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was a handful riding the top. I had old Jack back there breathing down my neck, waiting for me to step on it, and I stepped on it a couple times, but I guess he didn't have enough momentum or something to get back underneath me. But it was fun chasing old Gavin there. Gavin's fast up top, and he's always hard to catch. So appreciate it. I congratulate on him on winning the race on that one, and move on to the next week.
Absolutely, and Kevin, we see the top be viable every week, but this week it didn't grab anybody in turn 4 tires. Is there something changed from last week to this week?
Well, if you didn't catch the last 2 races, that turn 4 tire got me about 2 times, so 3 times I think. But here in the 360s, it didn't get me this time, so I was waiting for it and didn't catch me this time. So I don't know. It's different with this rebuild or this update. I'm not really haven't wrapped my head around it just yet, but something's different. I don't know if it's the cars, if it's the tracks, or both a combination of them. So.
Well, Kevin, before we let you go, you got anybody like thank you?
Yeah. Thank my team, Dirty South Sim Racing, Marzov Inc., Twisted Tech, CarQuest out of Paris, Texas, and appreciate those guys coming on and let me do what I love.
Yeah, in fact, second place, Kevin Fry.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's up Jack up here and let's get him. Jack, join the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, you held on there to the third. How's you feeling in that 360?
Yeah, I felt decent. I mean, that was a fifth place car, but I got a gift there. I don't know who was stopped up on top, and those guys just couldn't miss him. So I barely missed it. So just kind of a gift. I was content running fifth and ended up third.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like you said, got a home in third. 360s here tonight. Been a good night for you so far. You got anybody you want to thank?
Just thank you guys for the broadcast and Coast to Coast for the place to race, and yeah, just a decent night, you know.
Yo, man, Jack Clevenger, man, bringing her home there in the third. Folks, don't go anywhere. Gonna do some asphalt racing. We'll be back here in a few.
It's time for another edition of our
All right, here we go. Qualifying. We're at Richmond. Oh, this can be a tricky little track here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good track. It's a 3/4 of a mile asphalt track here. Another short track.
Well, you can get like the part that's really is kind of strange about this track is kind of like there's a back stretch, but there's not really like front stretch is kind of like a D shape. It's kind of like a D oval. There you go. The D oval. Sounds like some sports drink.
Mm-hmm. What's a sports drink? You calling the track a sports drink?
Yeah, D oval.
That's kind of sure.
D oval.
That don't sound like that good of a sports drink name.
Who knows? They come up with all kinds of weird names nowadays.
Oh.
Who you think's gonna put it on pole?
So far Kyle Moonen, but still got Zachary Chapman out there that hasn't put down a lap time. And whoa, I turned over to Zachary Chapman, and he was turned around on the back straightaway. See if he can get it up to speed here for lap number 2. It's gonna be hard to beat, and it's a little bit loose. So not going to count on lap 1 here, but we'll see if he can do anything here on lap number 2. And I don't know, that was close to the wall. If he got a 0x, it ain't going to count. He may have gotten the 0x. He's going to pull it off. So he's going to come deep in the field here.
Yeah, gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, gonna be a little bit of a challenge come back from 19th, 75 laps tonight. Should be a good race in either way. We're just waiting on the qualifying clock to expire here. I got a minute and a half left on the timer.
Yeah, there's a little bit of time left. Gonna blast this thing off here tonight, Richmond style.
Yeah, we're in that span of short track weeks.
I know.
We had Bristol that one week, and last week we had a little bit of internet troubles and unfortunately missed Coda.
We got these little short tracks.
Yeah, next week they go to Martinsville.
The thing about this track, we talk about that front stretch there. You got a good shot right there. You can see the back stretch. Looks like a D oval. It's like shaped like a D. And the front stretch is kind of like an oval. It's never goes straight. So and it's funny feeling because it kind of can get tight, but then it can get really slick in that part.
Yeah, it definitely can get real slick. They changed trucks there on the big build earlier in the month, and feels like it's made the trucks a lot more looser than they used to be. So it's easy to lose control of one of these automobiles and go for a little spin cycle.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to go for a spin cycle in the washer. You didn't put your brother in the washer.
Well, as big as my washer is, I probably could.
I'm gonna come down there and put you in the washer then.
Grid them up, see what happens. Kyle Moonen out front. Dan McLaren there in second. Got Gordon Spain, he's starting third. Felon Johnson fourth. Neil Strausser there in fifth. Mike Cranmer, he's going to be up in sixth. Brady Floyd starting there in seventh. Jack Clevenger in eighth. Connor Ross ninth. Terry Landis, he's going to stay in 10th. We got Jeffrey Kemper up in 11th. Mark Gilbert, he's going to be 12th. Pat Boyce in 13th. Stephen Goldner in 14th. Barry Goldner 15th. Stephen Bixler 16th. Roger Craig 17th. Dan Stinson in 18th. And Zach Chapman, unfortunately, starting back here.
Yeah. Moonen hasn't gridded up yet, but he still has a minute here to grid.
Taking his time.
Got Monroe the fish there in third on Gordon Spain. I'm pretty sure that ain't the official name of the fish. I don't think the fish has a name.
Start singing.
I don't think he has a
Monroe.
name. I tried to look it up more, but I can't dig that deep into finding out. Look at this. What we got on? Mark Gilbert. It's a pig. Whistle pig straight rye whiskey. So we got a fish and we got a pig.
Ah, okay.
Probably
Pig,
got a couple.
where's the pig
Got a
at?
dog.
Where's the pig?
Oh, Mark Gilbert on the hood. Oh.
Pig.
The pig. Got a dog too behind him with Pat Boyce. Roger swapped out his berry for Monroe. What?
Well, maybe that's big. No, hold on. That could be Big Gary. Know what I mean?
What do you mean?
The one on the door there could be Big Gary.
Yeah, I think very well could be.
I mean, because it's not really a hook to the bass part. So maybe Barry and Monroe are going to try to help old Roger out tonight.
Well, I kind of missed the bite me on the roof. So we got pigs, we got fish, we got a dog.
Dogs.
I don't think we need to get a couple of sheep. We need to get a couple of cows out here.
Cows, yeah, they ain't gonna.
Terry Landis is about as close as we're gonna get to a moo cow of the milk.
Terry Landis. Yeah. And he does have the moo moo. Green flag. He's got the yoo-hoo moo moo. Here we go. Out front, Moonen got that lead. Everybody kind of being patient right now, and Colin Johnson, man, slamming the wall.
Yeah, gotta be easy here on the cold tires. He's got a truck behind him, Mike Kramer blinking in and out, and Colin going for the spin cycle here. Gonna
well, I tell you,
a couple of them.
that front end there, that front, it's well, what I'm looking for, it's elusive. He got loose real quick. Done. All right. Moonin out front. They used to have a truck around here that said free moonin.
Yeah, they did.
Who that was? Gay Boy Dale?
Hey, well, there was a couple of them.
Oh, it was. Mainly it was out here. So who else from it? Donovan Ross.
Yeah.
Floyd at.
Yeah, we're missing. Not Floyd's there. He's in fifth.
I don't see Donovan Ross. Who else?
But who else are we missing? I guess what is Kramer? Preston Kramer.
Yeah, Preston. Floyd out here though, man, he's not in the.
We're missing Keith Jackson.
Yeah, we had no country zone tonight.
Connor Ross in a basic paint.
Well, he's out here in that Cool Ray machine.
I see him in a. I don't see a Cool Ray on that car.
Well, update your trade.
Oh. You know what? My trading paints has been off all night. I don't want to hear it, Jeff. I don't know how that happened.
Skill issue.
Yeah, skill issue.
That's what everybody said.
Hey, hold on. I mean, that must mean that Roger has the bite me paint then. Maybe.
Well, it should no, because it's showing the one that you were saying.
Does he have the Bass Pro Shop?
I mean, I'll tell you what I will do.
He does have the Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, well, I'm hitting Control R just to see if it pops different. But yeah, he was showing the Bass Pro Shop.
Okay, I've turned on trading paint.
Yeah, he came back to back. He came back.
Cool Ray.
Bass Pro. Well, I mean that's fine. He got Barry and Monroe.
Uh-huh.
He wanted both fishes, man. He's greedy. Come on. He wants all the fish. He's an avid fisher. But that's what Roger's going to do when he finally retires. Retired now because it's like 84 or 75 or I don't know. Someone up there in the golden year.
I'm in my golden years too. I'm 22. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Back green here, mooning out front.
Yeah, Mooning's been up having a good one, and you know that's typical on asphalt. You know, you got the leads, you get that advantage going out front. McLaren, he's right there behind him. Bain, Floyd, trying to see what he can pull off here. Browser, hard charger right now. That would be Roger Craig is the hard charger up 6 spots.
Oh, good for
so
Roger
maybe the
Craig.
fishes, man, are giving it some horsepower.
Maybe. I would like to see Roger win one night.
Hey, he got in top 3.
I wasn't here for that, so don't count.
He gonna get up here.
He's gonna do it one night.
In collaboration with the fish machines.
Uh-huh.
Right now, it's all the alcohol mobiles getting up front. Trouser up there with Yingling, Budweiser man up there with Moonin and Creek. We got a bunch of drunks up front. Oh, if we can.
Uh-oh.
And a Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened here. We're here tonight with our flatline racing bodies. Oh, he had a truck in front of him and slide just clobber him. Surprised that wasn't a caution. What?
Yeah, I mean, he stayed towards the apron of the racetrack though, so.
Yeah, but it was. Who's that other truck, man? Popped off, man, right there, just went right out of him.
That was the 75 of Bixler that got into him. Bixler's got a dog on his hood.
Dak Chapman, remember, he was in the back, started in the back. He's up to 14th right now, trying to see if he can run through the field.
Hard track to make passes.
It is. You get up to a certain point, and, you know, like you said, man, it's tough to make those passes there. Land us there with the Yoo-Hoo machine. And, woo, Ooh, that boy's will come off the turn. That thing got like wicked loose. Track will jump out and kind of bite you a little bit. Yeah, you think it's kind of gets a little tight on you. The next thing you know, it can snap loose.
Yeah, these trucks been loose here since the update. They updated the aerodynamics or handling of one of these trucks, and you got to be a little bit easier on them. And not as planted as they used to be. What do we got out front here? We got a Chevy out front, Chevy Ford.
Yeah. Two Chevy, 2 Fords, 3 Chevys, Ford, Chevy, and a Yoda.
Pair of Yodas.
Why is it top 10?
No.
You got Roger right behind him. Chapman.
Roger is in the Chevy. He knows what's
the fish.
up.
Yeah. He's back in Fit 12.
Oh, wow. The manufacturer wars every week. We're going to get Honda in here one day with a 4-cylinder engine.
They will next year, or ain't it next year?
I
NASCAR,
don't know.
next year NASCAR is supposed to be Honda. And they're saying Honda Civic. That just makes no... Honda don't make a V8.
I don't. A Honda Ridgeline, maybe. That's a truck.
I don't want to get too far off subject on the race, but at least Toyota does make a V8. They make one for their Lexus. So, in theory, they do make a V8. I mean, they're known for the V6s and 4-cylinders, but now their Camry series obviously doesn't have a V8 in it. That's another issue. But at least they do. But Honda? Tell me if I'm wrong. Somebody chime in out there. I don't think Honda makes a V8, do they?
They make a V12 for Formula One, but boat motor.
I could be wrong because they might make one for IndyCar. Didn't they used to for Indy? I don't know if they manufactured that out to somebody to make or out for the lead. Nonetheless, McLaren's under pressure with Moonin.
Yeah, I don't. The Honda Ridgeline don't even have a V8, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
We'll see. Side by side, Moonin, McLaren for the lead. Moonin trying to hang on. McLaren mails on the inside. He pitched down there. What happened?
Yeah, that top side trying to hold off here. McLaren on the bottom. Yeah, it's tough to make a pass on the inside when you got a guy pinching you down towards the line. You don't have to drive off the corner, but as the guy up top, you're also wearing down your tires at the same time as them on the bottom. That's going to allow for Brady Floyd to try to close that big gap up to these front 2 runners. See what the deficit is here on this lap. Going to be actually a little bit of a loss there. So running side by side ain't really making them lose a whole lot of ground. McLaren a little bit loose there off turn 2.
You know, and you alluded to that with the top side pinching down, using the tires. It's basically a chess match when doing that because you're hoping the guy on the bottom gets looser and can't make the pass just like that right there before you chew up your tires, because you're right. You are forcing your truck down a little bit, not letting it rotate through the turn. But you've got to keep that guy on the inside down. I mean, you've got to hope. Because if you give him room, you let him drift up with his truck or car, he's eventually going to make that pass. But we saw outside lane, held on. Got McLaren, had to fall back in line. Floyd hanging on there in 3rd, Strauss in 4th. Clevenger and Rossman having a battle back here.
Yes, they are.
Man. That new guy?
No, Gordon's been around here at least this season. Maybe towards the end of last season, too.
There's a couple new guys, the Odells. They never knew.
Yeah, I'd say those Odell guys are new.
Zach Chapman is the hard charger. He's up 11 spots.
$11 spots. That is impressive. You probably want to see a caution here. What are we looking at? Fuel mileage. Maybe one pit stop. Saying 62 estimated laps here, so everybody's at least got to make one, I'd say. We've only had one caution as well, so
I'd say tires is going to be the deciding factor more.
Yeah, definitely going to be the tire where it's going to come into play. I'd say you are going to bank on it going green the rest of the night. Split this race about lap 40 is when I would come in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And look at this, a little bit of door bang action there. Dan McLaren put the door at Kyle Moon and able to make the pass out of turn 2. Wow.
Well, I see up front. Hey, short track racing.
Yeah, it wasn't really that hard of a door slam. It was a little light paint scuff.
McLaren out front, moving there in second, Floyd third, Strouser fourth. Bossy's hanging on the fifth, but he's got a big pack of machines back here, 3 wide coming through. Meet me. See that contact?
Yeah. And pretty wild racing here from fourth on back. Connor Ross, he's trying to get away from the big mess it is behind him of Neil Strauser and Jack Clevenger leading it.
That is. So at Ross, Clevenger, Strauser, Chapman involved there. And Chapman's got probably one of the front row seats going along with Spain. That's a good back and forth battle going on.
Yes, it is. We're about to be to the half. No, never mind. What's halfway of 75? Calculator? 37?
30.
I'm almost halfway.
37.5.
We're going to call it 37. We round down in this family.
Yeah.
Do you round up or do you round down?
Well, if you round up, then you're going to go to the next number. So, I mean, in order to make 75 laps, you'd have to do 30.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, the 78, man. Clevenger, boy, held on that thing, had it all kind of crooked. What do you call it?
Sideways.
Yeah, that's what he had. That thing was.
Brady Floyd coming to pit road. First taker here. A little before halfway. So splitting this race into half here. And we got another truck on the pit road. Steven Goldner. So they're banking on this race going caution free to the end. Or at least enough caution free to where they can
he pitted
get back on the line.
Floyd's pitting on 37.
36.
He's almost got to go 39 more laps.
Yeah, he's got to go 38
I think he can do it because,
there.
I mean, I think it's fine because you're seeing all these other guys going that distance. I think they can go 40-something laps.
Yeah, they can go 62 according to what it reads out on my end. So really it was all about where do you want to come in at as we got a truck around that's going to hinder maybe Steven Goldner. That was impressive. To not bring out a caution, did a full-on 360. Wow. We get back on the Malcolm Mill replay right, Jeff.
Pit road.
Yeah, Steven Gold.
Who it was?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Steve. All right, just got his pit stop.
It's a little bit after that.
We'll speed it up.
There you go.
Normally don't speed it up, but this is. Oh, there he went. He just spun. Meow.
That was the impressive 360 spin.
That's just product of cold tires.
Yeah, it is.
All that is there. We was talking about Brady Floyd. The thing about green flag pit stops, we'll see Kyle Moonen coming on pit road, is it splits his field up so much. And that's the one thing. So even with Brady Floyd doing what he's doing, let's see how far back now he's going to be. He wasn't that far back when he came in, but I bet you he's going to be at least a second or so off. Whatnot. Cycle back.
Yeah, I mean, once this field cycles through their pit cycle, we'll see where it lands out. Dan McLaren, he's trying to push it as far as it can go here. Roger Craig, you got a little bit spooked there by Dan McLaren.
Yeah, it is. McLaren's still hanging on out front.
Got a truck on the wall here. Barry Golden are going to try to limp at the pit road here. If he stays towards the apron, should keep it green. You can't limp it.
He should probably just stop and do it.
Yeah, there you go. The best spot to stop is Dan McLaren's coming to pit road.
But it just wasn't going. I don't know what happened there. And out of gas?
Well, he had damage there on the left front, so he hit something.
Let's watch old McLaren's pit stop here. Boyd comes around to get back on the lead lap. You're definitely going to go a lap down if you pit under green flag here. Just the 4 tires fuel. You almost got to go for it.
Yeah, you almost have to go all 4 tires and a full tank of gas here. Let's see where everything lines out for Dan McLaren.
Team 5 pit stop and a 55 total. Floyd had a 44 and a 14.5, so he had a little better total time. Is probably what got him in front of him right there. Got him in front by 2.9 seconds. Now the question is the 6-lap newer tires going to help?
Yeah, that's going to be the big deciding factor. Is Dan McLaren is behind Kyle Moonen as well. So he's got to get by Moonen, and then he's got to catch up to Brady Floyd and get by Brady Floyd. But so far, Floyd looking to be the chooser here of the pit strategy.
Floyd.
You like Floyd.
Got a good truck.
You only like him because he has a Ford.
I know. I wish his Rams out here.
Oh.
Trousers yet to make a pit stop. Levenger's coming in.
Yeah, everybody
Owen
else.
Johnson pitted 3. So.
You can push it a hair more, but just trying to catch a caution here for Colin Johnson. That's all he's trying to do.
Well, looks like we was talking about between Brady Floyd, McLaren, and Moonen. Floyd just made, which I think Floyd had passed.
Oh, we got a car around Gordon Spain. That's the caution Colin needed.
Yeah, he still got to come in pit.
Yeah, he's still got to come in, but he's got a lot of trucks trapped the lap down.
Oops, Spain just ripped it around. Oh, Homestead sidewall.
Neil Strauser actually might come out of here with a good stop. As long as he doesn't get lapped down getting his service done.
The question is, do you come back into pits?
I mean, Colin has to come in. Brady.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're Brady and Moonen, I mean, do you come in and get in fresh tires? I mean, because tires at this track really kind of, I mean, they work. I mean, obviously I'm back here in 10th place spot. It's like Terry Landis, a no-brainer. I'm coming in. I ain't got nothing to lose. Can't go no further back than what, 11, 12?
Like 9th. More
That's
like
what
it.
I'm saying,
I mean,
yeah, so
everybody else wants to get their waiver on the. I don't know. This is mixed strategy here. Worked out for Neil Strauser and Colin Johnson, though. They're going to have the newest of the new tires.
And if I'm Landis and him...
He's a lap down. He wants his wave around.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. So this time Clevenger came in at 48. He was tired. I'm Gilbert. I'm coming in. Why not?
I think Gilbert was your lucky dog there, but hasn't came in.
I'm surprised that we don't have any takers. I mean, especially with as far back as you're not going to go.
I mean, if you were Steven Goldner, I would have came in.
Yeah, you're not really going to lose a lot. I mean, if
Maybe a
Steven
little
would have
late
came
now.
in, yeah, if he would have came in before those wave around cars went, he would have got back in front of them, right? Yeah, because he would have came back out of pit.
Yeah, he would have been all right. He would still been in the 5th position or so.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe lost 1 or 2, but that
Maybe 6.
yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to think about that. I mean, he still got time to come in. Should have came in this time. Joseph said 71 and 38. 38 right now is Gordon Spain. 78 is
71.
Is
It is 71. Isn't it 71?
gotta let me know who the name is out there. I would say Canellis.
Well, Canellis ain't out here.
Let us know the name.
Maybe he mistyped. Oh, what kind of clue can we pick up here? What are we looking at? 38?
Now, here's the
Gordon
thing.
Spain?
Floyd is going to be in a little worse spot. He has older tires than what Moonen and McLaren have. And, I mean, this is actually going to benefit those two.
He wants Gordon. He wants Dave Stinson.
Well, he's back on 11. He ain't doing too bad.
Yeah, we're about to drop the green flag here. A little long of a pace lap around Richmond. And Brady Floyd going to be the one out front.
He wants to see them battle behind him. That's what he needs for those guys, man, to chew up a little bit of those tires. Moonen and McLaren, he needs to kind of hold them up just a little bit because they're definitely going to be a lot faster than him, and you can see it right there.
Yeah, he needs to try to block that run from both of those drivers. And Neil Strauser, you got to keep an eye on him, though. He's the one that was able to take advantage of the caution as he was in. Same with Colin Johnson, but Johnson, he hasn't really been making a move here quite
Floyd
yet.
didn't want to see that caution. That was a caution he did not want to see because he was in a perfect spot. He was about 3 seconds ahead.
The contact.
Wow, he held on to it. That was good. Good save. But I just look, Floyd did not want to see that because now he's in trouble. Those tires.
Yeah, Floyd definitely did not need to have the contact happen there. And look at who's in second place. That is Zachary Chapman coming from the back. And oh my, 3-car big wreck here in turn number 1. We got Strauser around. He had Floyd involved.
Yeah. I can see what happened. Oh.
A little overshot of the corner there from Strauser.
Drinking a little bit too much Yingling?
Yeah, he just shot it in turn 1 a little bit too
got
quick.
Right, man, right there and got Floyd. And, damn.
Yeah. Grabbed a hold of Gordon Spain too in the mix.
Well, at least now Floyd Bill go and get 4 tires.
Yeah, he has no other choice now. He's got damage.
I think that's a smart move by Chapman, right? I mean, even though he was sitting in second, this is going to give him almost 15 lap newer tires.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a little concerned there. You got a lot more cars on the lead lap this time around than you did the last time. Still gonna have to come up through the field, and you ain't gonna have a whole lot of time. We're gonna have well under 15 to go.
Chapman's gonna come out sitting in 8th.
Yeah,
He
right
ain't gonna
behind
have that many to go
Perry.
through. I mean, if he would have came out where he was in pit road, like back here, 12, 13. Coming out 9th here. Oh, wait a minute. He kind of got caught speeding. I think he got caught.
Hit 43 at one point, yeah.
I think he got caught speeding.
That's the dinger. That's a dinger.
Yeah, because he came out at pit road. He gained a lot of spots awful fast. I didn't think much about it, but now I'm seeing him fall back. And well, if that's true there, then forget about it.
Yeah.
I talk about it, mental mistakes. Man.
Yeah. Wow. Gonna have to start behind the lap cars too, so it'd be a tall
Don't
order
he
to make
have
it
to
up.
do a pit road?
No, it's just an EOL, I believe.
Floyd has him new tires. He's back here in 10th. He could have time maybe to get through the front. I've said this before, the template to doing this, you've got to have a little luck, obviously. A little bit on your side. But if you could pick off 3 and 4 cars and a caution come out, that would put him up around 7th and 6th place spot. Then we go green, and he picks off instantly another at least 2 more cars, and he catches a yellow with at least 5 or 6 to go. He's sitting in about the 4th place spot at that point. Then there's where he could be good shape to try to win. But that's just having everything go perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Gotta
not
have
saying he
things get
can't
perfect.
drive it to the front. Gonna be 12 to go. Lights off on pace car. He could drive it to the front, but I mean, he is gonna have to have a lot of help. Yeah. We've seen it done before. All right. I'd say he's got a 10% chance. 90% of not doing it. 10% of getting it. He could be down mooning him there.
Colin has a good shot here with the newer tires.
Green flag, green flag.
Does remember he benefited that last pit stop. That's caution. Green flag, here we go. Mooning out front. Just for reference, let's watch Brady Floyd, and this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. If he just keeps going and keeps going strong, he's going to have to use those tires, but he's going to have to pass some trucks, and right there he got in trouble. Well, it's not an easy place to pass, even with new tires.
No, the cold tire is really playing a factor here. Makes the truck ever so slightly loose, and then once they do get a little bit of heat in it, tightens it up. But you got to make a move quick as Terry Landis sideways, and
wow,
that's a tough break.
Yeah, Landis lost it coming out of the turn and came right. Unfortunately, yeah, Brady was right there inside and came across his nose, and then, oof.
Neil Strauser went for a spin too behind him.
Well, I think Floyd was coming through the field. He had the formula. And what you said there was basically the newer tires, still just a touch cold, little slick, run them a little hard, got loose, bam, wrecked. Wow. So, who you got up front gonna win this?
I like my chances with Dan McLaren.
Okay. Johnson got the newer tires.
Yeah, but he didn't get it going as quick as I thought he would with those newer tires.
So he's gonna have to go.
Yeah, he has to kind of gas it up a little more. Mark Gilbert up in 5th. When did he pit? Has he pitted recently?
Oh, he pitted at 45. Your newest one there would be Stephen Goldner at 50. Got 4 tires. So he could be a sleeper. A couple spots. I don't know, Moon and stuff.
Yeah, and Kyle Moonen's real strong every time he gets in the truck.
He's got the non-binary beer car truck out there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna nitpick or anything, but I did see some pixels.
Oh. Pixel.
I'm just saying, it's a little pixelated.
Pixel.
Not knocking anybody, but
it
is pixelated, and it kind of drives me nuts. I'm just gonna have to look at it from a little further back than zooming in on it.
Got that reflective style.
Yeah, and then Dan McLaren kind of has like a matte finish to his paint.
A lot of them with that on.
It's popular.
Kind of looking at the paint.
I think Colin, is he running a matte color, or is it kind of more glossy? I think it's more glossy. Colin. I think it's like in between.
Yeah, it's kind of glossy. Maybe it's not that reflective
full
color.
on clear
It's not a reflective color, but yeah, a little bit of.
Yeah, it ain't a full gloss clear coat, but it ain't a matte clear coat at the same time.
All right, Moon and the company. 6 to go. Let's lay down some scenarios here. Moon is definitely going to have charge out front. Clarence there in second. He's going to have to get a start of his life and hopefully stay there side by side with Moon. Clevenger and Johnson back here. Those two can't battle for too long, or those top two walk away. Got Gilbert and then Goldner, who will the newest set of tires. No. Well, let's see. Pace car's about to duck off. We're going green. Green flag, and who didn't got the jump?
Yeah, he did. Oh, he was in control of the restart, so that helped out too.
This is what Johnson and them want to do back here. Or they battle to let those top two just go on.
Yeah, you see Stephen Goldner, he's trying to split the middle there.
Ow,
got the opening, yeah. Chapman trying to make his way up.
He's just going to run out of time because he's stuck.
He's stuck behind him 3 wide there in front. Dan McLaren trying to build up the momentum off the top side on the cut down the straightaway. There goes Jack Clevenger. Oh, and bumper to the Moonen car from Dan McLaren. Oh, we're going to see a little bit of bumping and grinding action here.
It's what we won't see right here.
We got him 3 wide for third. We got him bumping and grinding for the race lead. We got 2 to go here at the line.
You know what? If Chapman could clear these guys, he could have a shot at those 2 up front, but I just don't think he can get clear of them.
I don't know, but here comes Dan McLaren. Look, peeking underneath a
Which one's gonna wreck first?
It could be about anything here. Colin Johnson, he's like, I'm on boys.
This is what Johnson wants to see. But I think that pass right there got McLaren to win. Unless Moonan's going to drive her on the inside, he does.
Oh.
Come on, he's got two more turns. One more turn. Oh, I think he just gave everything he had right there, and that's it. Wow. Boom, boom. Up in the wall. What a finish. McLaren, Moonan, Johnson right there coming home with this one.
Oh, wow. That was some good short track running right there.
Yeah, it was. Awesome.
That was textbook.
What a wild one. Well, let's bring Dan up here. Let's get a word with him.
Hey, Dan, you get a copy on me?
I got you guys.
What a race win here at Richmond in the trucks. Talk us through it.
Oh, man, it's doesn't get any better than Richmond, man. It's it always puts on a good race. It was very hard to get by Kyle, that's for sure. I had to create a totally different line just to get by him, and just had to send it in a little harder than usual. I hope I didn't do it too aggressive, but he drove a great race, so yeah, it was a good race.
Absolutely. Dan, you know, we seen you put the bumper to Kyle Moon in there. That was part of the shootout here.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to say sometimes that's what you got to do, but, you know, short track racing, you know, you're going to bang doors, you're going to, you know, knock bumpers. But all in all, I think, you know, everybody drove a pretty great race. Not a lot of cautions, which is nice, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And before we let you go, you got anybody to like to thank?
Yeah, you guys for doing these broadcasts every night, week in, week out. Everybody behind Coast to Coast. All the guys at Venom, Weldstar Custom Fabrications, Magnum Race Designs, VMR Wraps, and yeah, that's about it.
There you have, folks. Race winner, Dan McLaren.
Absolutely. We'll bring Moon and let's get word with him.
Kyle, you get a copy on me? Oh, we got a little activity here. Kyle, you there?
Yep.
Well, Kyle, second place here, and a little bit of racing action on a short track. Talk us through it.
Yeah, that was good at the end there with Dan. He was actually, you know, probably a little bit faster than I was, especially on the longer runs, and I knew I was gonna, you know, have to keep him away from my bumper, and I couldn't do it. The tires were a little too old at that point, and kind of is what it is. It's racing, so it was a good race either way.
Absolutely good, strong night here for you. Before we let you go, you got anybody to like thank?
It's all the guys at Vandybilt, you guys for the broadcast, and everyone that helps put on the league.
Yeah, in fact, second place, Kyle Moonan.
Moonan doing it thing here, but this guy here, Colin, join the booty guy copy.
Yes, I got you.
Well, man, you came on third. I know if you might have got away from those other guys, you think you had anything for the guys up front?
Maybe. I didn't seem like I had a whole lot of speed all night. I just kind of kept being just in the right spot at the right time when it came out with the yellows and stuff like that. But I did have a little bit fresher tires, so maybe if I got away, I could have. But they were charging hard behind me with the brand new tires on. So.
Absolutely. Well, you came home third here tonight. Got a good finish out of it. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, Team Watching Racing Setups. Roger and everyone who puts on everything with this league, you guys for broadcasting, and you know, lastly but most importantly, my wife for putting up with this every night.
There you go, third place man, Colin Johnson. Well, Corey, I tell you what a night it was here for the Flatline Racing Body Hometown Heroes. Coast to Coast Racing League, it was a wild one.
Yeah, it was pretty good and getting running there, and we'll go back to another short track in Martinsville next week.
Yeah, it is. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back next week. Have some good one here. Have a good night.